That's part of the whole secrecy, and it was an embedded shame that you were not to have a child out of wedlock, which is generally what they were trying to enforce. And unfortunately, got embedded into adoption and embedded into the birth certificate when it's not really. The birth certificate is not an adoption record. It is independent of adoption. It's only created after an adoption, and therefore it shouldn't really be controlled through adoption. But it was over the years to hide that secrecy. And in many respects, that was a secrecy driven by the adoption agencies, because they wanted to assure, in order to obtain children for adoption, assure absolute anonymity, which was impossible to promise, but they wanted to promise that falsely to birth parents so that they could increase the supply of domestic infants. It was common that someone else was really controlling what was going to happen with this child. In my mom's case, it was her boyfriend at the time, his mother, so her future mother-in-law, because especially in they were sort of upper middle class, especially in that class, you did not want to have a child out of wedlock at all, because it would be damaging to your reputation. And so adoption was seen as a way to redeem yourself and sort of walk away from it, forget about it, assume it never happened, which is an impossibility that we've learned from birth mothers over time. And also today we're trying to return some level of control to birth parents over the information and how it gets out. So they, in this case, and we just now have a contact preference form that they can file, which says, I'd like to be contacted, or I don't want to be contacted, or contact me through this intermediary. So it gives them some control over that privacy.